started now. This day's a turning point in my life. The day I begin living my life from the inside out. And I am transformed. I am transformed.
Hi everyone, my name is Maria Merkovich and I'm your host for Family Today. This show is for everyone. It's for parents, grandparents, and young adults. How many of you would like to have an authentic life? And how many of you would like to meditate more or do some house clearing? Today, I have a guest. Her name is Lois Kramer Perez, who is going to be addressing this matter and more. But now, a little brief on Lois. Thank you.
Lois Kramer Perez, a triple certified graduate in fashion, Feng Shui energy clearing, and NLP hypnosis techniques, including being certified by Dr. Brian Weiss in past life regression. She is dedicated to empowering her clients, offering them tools to make sustainable changes in their lives. Lois helps people be themselves on purpose, with a focus on releasing stress, reframing outdated patterns, and as a best-selling, published author, master teacher, and speaker, she tailors sessions designed to meet individuals' needs and is a proud professional member and former board member of the International Feng Shui Guild.
Thank you. Thank you, Theo. Welcome. Welcome, Lois.
Yes, welcome.
And it's so good to have you here again. And I know that you were here and you were sharing before on my television program, and you were sharing about Feng Shui, clearing the house, clearing the people, and so on. But this topic that you're going to be doing today, how does it intertwine with whatever you were saying times before?
Thank you, Maria. It's great to be back. And I'm so excited to share how by doing my Feng Shui with my clients, then clearing homes, teaching meditation, and giving people tools to manage daily life, because we're really living in quite uncertain times.
Very.
We just never know what's going to happen.
Absolutely.
There are so many things out of our control, but all we can do is learn how to be the best we can. Mm-hmm. So what I noticed, I was doing all these little pieces and teaching different classes, and I thought, why not combine everything to one program to give people everything in the proper order? And what I'm finding is, I started talking about, I'm going to feng shui your space and your soul.
Wow.
And
what do you mean by that? Feng shui the soul. I don't understand that.
So typically feng shui is about creating a space in your home or office by arranging things, creating everything in a balanced form to have the energy move so you can live a happy, prosperous life. However, what I found working with my clients, it's all about the person. So if the person isn't sure who they are or what they want, or even recognizing where they are and where they'd like to go, or having some guidance to let go of what they're holding on to, how can we create a space for them?
Exactly.
And I was finding people would have ideas. Well, I think, oh no, things should be like this, right? In order to do this, I've heard this. But I say, let go of everything. Let's just focus on who you are. So I first focus on who is the person. What is your inherent nature? And what I love about the Feng Shui astrology piece is we're more than our birth dates. How can two people born on the same day be so different? So I find that everything in Feng Shui connects with the elements. We've got the 5 elements. They're in nature. They're in your space. They're in your person. They're in your face. So the difference is...
They're in your body.
In your body, in your space, in your expressions. How you combine all of these to create who is the unique person. And that gives people a way to stop judging. I'm not crazy. Now I understand why. I used to think I was crazy because I couldn't pick out a bedroom set. I thought, you got married, you got a bedroom set. No one told me that. I just observed this is what most couples did, but I never could find one I liked. And then I studied Feng Shui. I go, I'm not a bedroom set kind of a girl. It's not meant for me to buy a bedroom set. I went and bought a bed. And then a year later, I bought some end tables. I'm eclectic. I'm variety.
Yes. You are.
So what I'm hearing you say is, like, Feng Shui as a principle, as a teaching, is a general. Like it's kind of general. It encompasses all of humanity. But then what I'm hearing about what it is that you're doing is, like, there's a uniqueness to who we are individually, as opposed to the collective.
Yes.
And so Feng Shui then it becomes adaptive to that person specifically.
Yes.
And I was going to ask you, doesn't that person or people have to do some kind of inner work?
Well, that's the conversation that happens.
Okay.
So by understanding who they are and where they are in their life, we go through cycles in life. So we're not the same every year based on what's happening in our life, how we're being influenced in our own energy.
Yes, true.
And understanding we have the basic principles of Feng Shui that are important. And anyone that does Feng Shui, ask questions. If you don't understand why someone says, put this over here, or make that red, or do this green, say, but why?
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 Right, yes.
There's a reason for everything we do in Feng Shui.
And there's an intention going on there.
Yes.
Like if you put something in a relationship area, you're going to put some, I don't know, a couple's smiling together, hugging, and then your intention when you see that picture or whatever you put on the shelf, you're going to see it, and then your brain and your intention, your visualization is going to go there, right?
Excellent,
There's
yes.
got to be a feeling too, no?
Well, what people
A
don't
feeling.
realize, your home and where you spend the most time is a living vision board. You know, we make a vision board every year, right? Oh, I'm going to put this here. I'm going to hang it up. I'm going to look at it every day.
Yeah.
Well, how about every time you come home, your space is giving you a message. It's talking to you. That's your vision board. And each area of your space has a connection to an area of your life. And where you spend the most time and where you get the loudest message is the most important. Because most of the time, we don't even pay attention. Oh, I don't see it anymore. I don't care. There's a part of you that does. And you
there is. Okay.
You may attribute
the unconscious.
The unconscious, yes, the subconscious.
Okay.
It's
you
always,
forget, you're
it's always 24/7.
Yeah.
So you may come home one day and the door sticks and you go, I've got to fix that. And then you trip over shoes. Oh, kids, get the shoes out of here. And then all of a sudden you're frustrated and you're impatient. Well, it's not that that's what you are. You are responding to this, you know, the door sticks, the shoes are there. And before you even get home, the body goes, oh, wait a minute. She's almost home. Well, what happens whenever she goes home? Oh, the door sticks, the shoes are there. She goes, eh. So all of a sudden you're in that place before you get there.
Yeah.
So how about
the energy is holding you? Yeah.
How about you purposefully create the experience you want as you come into your home every day? How about when you wake up in the morning? Where do your eyes go? Do you see the pile of things that didn't get finished? Do you have a treadmill in your bedroom and go, oh, I want to do it? Now, there are people, I will say, it's not the typical. We typically don't say put your exercise equipment in your bedroom.
Right. No.
However, if there's a person who wakes up, boom, and they go, oh yes, the day is ready. They jump on that Peloton and off they go. Well, then that's relative.
It's appropriate, yeah.
It's appropriate for that person. It's not usual, but it can be. So it's very specific. So you want to wake up and feel fabulous. The first thing you see should be something that lifts you up.
That lifts you up. I don't even have a television set on my bedroom. I like to be cleared. I think I was growing up that way in Europe, in Italy. Genova. Okay, so I was taught not to have a television set in front. I have sometimes an iPad, and that's not good for me. I see that. I feel it. But let's say a person goes, Lois, a person goes through grieving. Now, a loved one died or something happens that is very, very sad. How can Feng Shui or the clearing of the soul or whatever you want to call it helps?
Well, I'm a living example.
Wow.
Because when I lost my husband very suddenly, and I went through, I couldn't imagine what to do next, and I was so caught up in grief. But I was fortunate that my eyes were open. And the universe kept saying, come here, come here, come here. So I stumbled into a Reiki studio. And I became a Reiki master practitioner, but I wasn't healing anybody. Then I heard about Feng Shui. I go, oh, Let me learn about Feng Shui. I wasn't going to Feng Shui anybody. Then I heard about the energy clearing. I did this all for me. And then 7 years later, my life was so different. I learned so much from that experience that I just ended up leaving my job at Liz Claiborne, a corporate career. I made a lot of money. I had great benefits, but I just knew it was time. I just knew, and that's haven't looked back. And my life has changed so much, and I'm so grateful that I had this opportunity to explore. And the best part is it's a lifetime study. This helps you understand you're not done. Just continue.
No, you're not done. It's always work.
Continue to see what's next. Be open to explore. Be open to what you don't know.
Yeah, you don't know what you don't know.
You don't know what you don't know.
I think we go through inner workings, at least I could say this for myself, and then I go on with something, and something tests me, the universe, whatever you want to call it, life, and then you think that you are done learning that aspect of your life, but there's a deeper truth. You gotta go deeper even. So it never ends.
Yeah.
Am I right or wrong?
Absolutely. It's always I look at it as an adventure. The adventure continues. What's going to be next?
Nice thing.
What's exciting? Be looking for opportunities, because what you focus on is what you're going to find.
Yeah.
And and I've heard people say, "Oh, if I didn't have bad luck, I'd have no luck." Well, they believe that. They think it's funny, but anything we say has meaning, and they'll be looking to prove. See, I told you I had bad luck. See, I told you I had bad luck. But if I come out and say, you know what, I've got the best luck in the world. Everything happens divinely, and I have the best opportunity from every experience. I'm going to look for the best in everything.
Got it. But what about the conditioning? Like, I was conditioned in a certain way. I'm just using myself because I don't want to use anybody else. But I think that my conditioning is very deep, coming from Croatia, then to Italy. I was conditioned in a way that it's only, like I wasn't 10 years old. I'm not 10 years old now. I'm not even 20 anymore. So the thing is, when you have more programming, that is very hard to recondition, because it's an automatic sometimes that you think thoughts.
If you look at it this way, I've had these conditioning for many years. It's very deep. However, I can do anything I put my mind to. Because we started out a certain way, and we were conditioned or created patterns or created a way we believed, and that served us at that time. So what opened up for me was I learned I'm not a bedroom set kind of a girl. When that came up, as funny as it sounds, that has been such an eye-opener for me, because I realized when I'm working on something and it's just not working and I'm trying to force something, I go, wait a minute. I'm not a bedroom set kind of a girl. Am I trying to put myself in a place that's really not me? Am I looking at, oh, yes, I admire Mary. I love how she does this. But I'm not Mary. So what would be my way to get to what I admire about Mary?
So it's like what I'm hearing is like a stepping away from the cookie cutter.
Yes.
So it's like we have this idea in the world that there's a certain way to do things. And it's like a cookie cutter. You get stamped in like the next and that. I got to go to school. I got to do this. Got to get a job. I got to pay the bills. I got to be a reasonable, contribution to society. And success looks a certain way. And I think so. What are some other examples of that? Like that you would say like it's like breaking free from the cookie cutter.
Oh, here's a good one. Talk about meditation. All right.
Yes,
so if you would have said to me, you would be teaching people how to meditate, I would have thought, what? I can't even go to the movies and sit there and pay attention. I'm always like, and I remember going to Broadway shows years ago and thinking, I can't focus. I can't pay attention. I wonder if everybody else is what they're doing, like where's their head? Well, by finding my way through the Feng Shui, through the energy clearing, through the Reiki, through all the different things, I started finding ways to go into meditative state. And I thought meditation meant you have an empty mind. Well, how do I empty my mind? And then I sit there going, empty your mind, empty your mind, empty your mind. I can't empty my mind. How about we focus on a story? We learn how to focus on something. Let's all listen to a story and use your imagination. How about where do you want to go? Oh, you want to go to the beach? Imagine this beach. Can you feel how cool it is? Can you feel the sun? Stick your feet in the sand. Like, use your imagination. And that's the beginning of meditation. And then showing you, you're doing it all the time in different ways that you don't attribute to that.
Yes, true.
Some people get lost washing dishes and they finish, they go, ah.
So it's almost like a non-distracted focus.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Where you can just let go without trying to do anything.
Right.
So going through different methods of meditation, which I learned actually through my energy clearing, which was not connecting to anything or taking it seriously, just doing the best at the time and finding ways. And what's more important is what happens in between the moments you meditate. So we can have 10 minutes in the morning. Some people do 40 and everything's wonderful. What do you do 6 hours from then, 4 hours from then?
Right.
What do you do like when, whoa, you feel like, you know, you got the rug pulled out from you? That's the magic. That's the magic.
So do the stuff that you have to do kind of religiously, like, you know, meditate, do your workout. You know, some people get lazy.
Well, you find your rhythm. When you find something that works,
yes.
And the other thing is keep it simple and small.
Yeah.
So, you know, some people, like I said, you have ideas. Well, they said you have to do it this way for an hour and be empty head and sit with your legs crossed and then your feet fell asleep. That's not for everybody. That's important for some. But for me, for someone like me, a few minutes before I get out of bed to just a few deep breaths.
Yes.
It's a beautiful day. I feel great today. It's my best day ever. I put my feet on the floor and I could feel them. Yeah, I'm grounded. And then throughout the day, if I feel things are getting a little wonky, we all have magic that we could do with anyone, anywhere at any time. Even if you're in line and you feel people going, they're all like frustrated behind you, tapping their feet. All right, let's go. You can just take a few breaths, feel your feet on the floor, and imagine you're breathing in only what's beneficial. And every exhale, so you're just releasing what is done.
So let me ask you, to create an authentic life, you know, to be yourself, to who you are, you gotta go really deep and see who you are. I'm saying deep because some people are programmed, that he mentioned that before, for so long, so many years, that I don't think it's easy for them to create their authentic self.
It can be easy.
It could be for some people, but not for others.
But it's where someone is and what they believe. And when people say to me, well, that's just how I am, and that's all I'm ever going to be, well, that's your choice. What do you mean my choice? I don't have a choice.
Okay.
When people are ready, they
That's
will
what
hear.
they're choosing at the time.
When people are ready. So you offer information. You offer suggestions. You ask questions. And you allow people to find their way. So sometimes I can do a Feng Shui consultation with someone and we'll talk about things to adjust and what does this mean to you and how important is this? So, you know, are you holding on to this? What does that mean? They may not do anything right away. And then one day they'll say, I don't need this anymore. And they'll open up some space. So every conversation is an opportunity to plant a seed. And not everything happens like this.
No.
It's steps. And depending on the person, which when I say I Feng Shui your soul, when I begin to understand
what
makes...
does that mean?
When I understand who you are, now there are some people will say they have a lot of water element in their energy. They're thinkers. They have to process things. And you'll ask them a question. If you, well, tell me, what do you want? Tell me. And they go, I don't know. That means, wait, okay, take your time. Think about it. See how you feel. Just see how it feels. No rush. Just process, marinate with it a little. There are other people that want, give me the facts right now. Want to know the facts. That's it. Too many words. Just get to the point. And that's how you communicate with them. Others, it has to sound fun. Oh, this is going to be fun and easy. Oh, yeah, fun and easy. What do I do? Okay. Other people, they want to be comfortable, and I'm so comfortable here. How can I move?
They want to be in their comfort zone. So they might want to change, but their comfort zone and conditioning is keeping them stuck in life, and they want to change. They want to, choose a different path or whatever it is they want. But I think the comfort zone, conditioning, and there's another element that I want to say, but I think I definitely correspond to that.
Yes. So
but I went through a lot of training,
Yes.
and I had a lot of lifetime experiences. You know, I didn't need a written test. I did it just to have a life coaching, mentorship program. But the thing is, I went through a lot. And people will say, "You went through a lot." They don't read it on me because I don't want to show my sorrows or my pain or whatever I went through. But I went through a lot.
I think that's a common thing inside of any kind of coaching.
Yeah,
it's the ones that have had the most
experience,
like traumas, and they successfully got to something outside of that, and in spite of the thing that occurred,
traumas.
I
went through a lot of traumas.
And so, is there anything that you talked about your husband passing? Which, by the way, we're sorry about that.
Thank you.
But I was listening to you. I was like, wow, that was the precipice. That was like the starting, the initiation phase.
It was
kind of like the hero's journey.
Yeah,
it's like you're initiated, and then you just went down the road and came back a warrior.
And I was pushed. I got so tired of crying all the time. And this is how you create patterns. I created a pattern when every time I got in the car, I would cry. And then I would put on these news like Leanne Rhymes, "How could I live without you?" And I'd be crying. And then I'd get to work and I'd get out of the car and I'd stop crying. But I couldn't stop myself. I said, wait a minute. Something's got to give. This is no way. This is no way. I had enough already. So sometimes we have to get to that point where you hit rock bottom or you just can't take it anymore. And then if you're lucky, or if you're, have this opportunity, something's in front of you and you go, wait, what is that? Let me see what that is. Without any expectation. I had no expectation of what that, I had a Reiki session. I said, I could probably use this, probably to help me feel good, help me get relaxed. I don't know what relax means. I never knew what relax meant. I didn't know.
But I could feel your energy.
I didn't know what relax
meant. Relax is when you're sleeping.
Yeah.
The first time I met you, I knew you're not the bedroom kind of a girl. I felt your energy. I feel energy a lot. Maybe because I'm an empath
But you made a good point. That's very important. You feel the energy.
Yeah, I feel it.
People don't realize how empathic they all are.
Yeah,
Some much more sensitive than others. But
others,
everybody is feeling this energy without understanding why.
Yes.
So be open to explore, ask questions. When you as a coach, when you can speak to someone on their terms, meet them where they are, speak their language, when you kind of get a feel for their rhythm, where they are in this space, and you can tell by their body language and how they're paying attention if they're connecting. So I have a benefit of understanding their nature based on birth dates, and even without their birth dates, I can tell by their face. Even without the birth dates, I can tell by their body language, how they're dressed, how they're sitting, where their attention goes, what they're interested in.
Better get nice and straight.
So
body language, I definitely read too.
Yeah.
Not only that, but like I said, energies. I feel the energies. I feel somebody's energy. And then right away, you probably, like when you enter a home that you visit and want to Feng Shui it, and their soul, the people in there, right? So do you feel the energy of the people? Could one person be like, let's say a husband could be a little bit more, I don't know, more down, and the wife is more uppity? I don't know. I'm just
well, there can be in relationships.
Yes.
There can be some that are very controlling and they want everything perfect, and others that are more loose and free.
Yeah.
Or some are like night owls, and some are early birds.
Yeah.
Like, how do we manage that?
Yeah.
So there are ways to have each other understand who they are and communicate, to give each other the space to be who they are, without saying, you got up too early for me. Well, no, this is who they are, and you like to stay up late. Well, there are ways to meet in the middle. There are ways to, but when you understand they're not doing it to you, you're just being yourself. I can relate to this. So it's the communication. It's understanding. It's when you understand yourself and you don't judge yourself, then everything else becomes more understandable. And then when you understand your biggest influence to people is not what you say, it's how you are being. how you're showing up.
True.
Like you said, you could feel someone when they're feeling happy or free. You just know it. You can feel when they're a little guarded and they're not comfortable. They're a little, I don't know. And you just do the best you can with that.
Can I approach this person? I better not.
I've been told that. I've been told that people
that you're not approachable.
That are like, it's so intimidating. You're not approachable.
Yeah, you have that as soon as somebody sees you but doesn't speak to you. But yes, because you're tall, you're handsome, right?
Confident,
and you're confident.
Right.
Yes. So yes, you could be intimidated to people that don't know you.
But that's not you. That's them.
No, that's not you. Yeah,
Totally.
yeah.
This is how someone.
It's the perceptual field.
But it's the person, how they relate to people in life. They may see someone like you and feel intimidated because, oh, I wish I could be like that. Oh, how does he do that? Oh, I could never do that.
Right.
Yes,
So when we think about, you know what? Everything has to do with everybody. 3 people can meet you and have 3 different impressions based on who they are and where they are.
For sure.
The best thing to do is be yourself. When you're yourself, everything is easy.
It's easy, yes.
When you're yourself, when things are easy, you go, wow, I'm on the right track.
So we have about 1 minute. Do you have a question, or do you want to leave the audiences with some tips?
I like the idea of tips.
Oh, yes, I've got
too.
some tips. So you want to connect with your space. Create a fabulous first. You want to have that living vision board. The first thing you see, your experience coming into your home, waking up in the morning, everything from your favorite cup to your toothbrush, your favorite pen. Love every little thing. And now you set the foundation where you're grounded. Get grounded. Feel your feet on the floor. Take a few breaths. I'm always breathing in only what's beneficial for me, and I easily exhale what is done. Simple. Be yourself on purpose. Notice the times where you feel really fabulous, like everything just feels great. Where am I? What am I doing? I want to do it again. Because if you've done it once, you could do it again. And everything is able to be shifted because you've got the power.
That's great.
You got the power.
You've got the power.
So we all have powers that are maybe laying dormant in us. And to just open them up with Feng Shui and with the vision board. What else?
Your home is a vision board. Trust your intuition. Trust what you know is true.
I'm glad you said that.
Trust what you know is true. Don't compare it to somebody else's because we're all unique. Know your truth. Know what's right for you. And when you are productive and happy and everything's going well, you're on the right track.
I used to betray my intuition. I really did. And I noticed it and I recognized it, and I'm so grateful for that because now I feel it right here. This is the PowerPoint, right? So definitely listening to your intuition and listening to what other people are saying and living your authentic life.
Do the best
to create the authentic life.
Yes. You want to create the life you deserve because you all deserve to feel happy and healthy and wealthy, and master the art of being yourself because then it all falls into place.
That's the last one is the most important.
Master the art of being yourself.
Yes. But to truly know yourself is the most important part, and everything else falls into place, I feel. What do you say, Theo?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I resonate with every single thing that you've said. In fact, I teach similar things, just different words, just different wording.
Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lois, Kramer, Perez.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Theo, for co-hosting. And thank you, dear viewers, for joining us. Please join us next. We will have a great show for you and your family to enjoy. So until then, goodbye for now. And see you soon. Oh, and also please subscribe to my YouTube. If you lost some of this video or you didn't make it on time, you could always catch it up on my YouTube. It's Family Today with Maria Mirkovic, and it's a YouTube, so you could recap. Thank you so much, and bye for now.